The third relevance of tertiary education to national development is that proper higher education is expected to cause attitudinal changes in people. It's supposed to change the attitude of people. That means that, for example, if by the time I was leaving high school and entering the University of Ghana, okay, if maybe I was lazy and every time I like to sleep and snore, I don't take my studies seriously and all of that, I should get an instructor, a mentor at the university who will call me and tell me that, look, you need to be serious in life. Don't be lazy. Do you remember any course on titled maybe seriousness, how to be serious in life? Huh? Do you remember anybody teaching you that?
No.
I mean, we just go and learn a lot of things, you know, but in the end, you'll be confronted with certain realities which require more of your attitude you have than what you are holding in your hand. That is your certificate. So you see, it is obvious that Ghana's tertiary education system has failed woefully in cultivating the right attitude in people.
Well, viewers for the True TV show, just as I informed you that it was going to be challenging because it was going to go against what you have been taught or you have been made to believe, which has become your ideology and philosophy. I told you that you may have to unlearn to relearn, and you may also have to accept facts over your belief system. So that is exactly what is happening here. I don't know what may be going on in your mind, but at this point you should know that we are presenting to you nothing but the truth. We are not trying to promote anybody or trying to promote anything. We are just presenting to you facts and nothing else. So this is the True TV show, where evidence is the rule of the game. The True TV show, where we give you nothing but the truth, and that is what you can expect from us. Now, Doc, the next question I also want to ask, I want to ask about the tertiary educational system and how it prepares students for the job market and life. But before that, I also want to find out, our educational system, particularly the one in the schools, is one that penalizes students for failing. And you see that in the field of business, you require failure to succeed, but we are penalized when we fail in school, which tends to make us feel like, well, failing is actually a bad thing. Some even go to the extent of punishing students by if we are dealing with tertiary institutions right now, so I wouldn't bring that example up. So, but before this question, I want to provide some proofs of people who failed so many times, because I also want to find out if education is the key to success. But I just want to provide the proofs of certain people first, and then we'll know how these people became extremely wealthy and successful outside the educational system. For example, we talk about people like Richard Branson. We can talk about Henry Ford, Steven Spielberg, Oprah Winfrey, Shakespeare, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Michael Dell, and even Walt Disney, who is well known for the Disney World and then well known for animations. We understand that Disney was rejected 300 times for his idea of Mickey Mouse, because they thought that they couldn't make any impact. So he was rejected 300 times. And I also want to talk about Jack Ma, the billionaire in China, who failed in primary, who was rejected by the system, and they had to do serious business. And then also in movies, most Ghanaians are familiar with the guy they call Rambo, whose real name is Sylvester Stallone. He was also rejected 200 times for his movie idea called Rocky. So these are the kind of people who failed so many times, and these guys fall outside the educational system. We can talk about people even in football. We can talk about Lionel Messi, who was also put behind his team because he had a growth hormone deficiency, because he was growing smaller and smaller, so he was put behind. We can talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, who also at a point had a heart condition and he had to overcome it, and he was also told that he was too skinny. We can talk about Michael Jordan, who was also put behind his team and he had to go inside to cry and all of that. So the question I really want to ask is that, against this backdrop, is education, that is the one that we receive from the formal institution like the tertiary education, the key to success?
Well, I think the evidence is overwhelming and it's against that statement. I don't think you want to tempt me by, asking me so that I say it, and then maybe the guys in the academy will be like, "Who's that guy? What is he trying to say?" But the evidence, and we can add up to the list, okay, of people who needed to fail to succeed. So I will say that, education is not the key to success, and education can never be the key to success, and education will never be the key to success. Now, if you are watching this show, wherever you are, take that. Education is not the key to success. Education may open you up to certain opportunities compared to the uneducated, okay? But that is not necessarily what is going to make you succeed. Success is a different ballgame altogether. The determinants of success have nothing to do with education. In fact, if education, and higher education for that matter, were the key to success, then the most successful people in the world should be the professors in the academy. Yeah, but it's obvious that higher education is not the key to success. All the people you're mentioning, which of them is a professor in the academy? Which of them, none, teaches in the university? None. That's the point. So do not be deceived into thinking that higher education is the key to success. Now, do not misunderstand what we are saying. If you feel that you want to pursue higher education to become a professor, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. But do not think that if you really want to succeed, like in business and in life, you don't have to become a professor to do that. And the most powerful determinant of success is failure.
Say that again.
The most powerful predictor of success in life is failure. Until you have failed enough, you are not yet ready to succeed. Until you have failed several times, you don't yet have the wisdom and the knowledge to succeed. Success, therefore, requires that you fail many times. Matter of fact, success is failure turned inside out. Success is a bundle of failures. Success is failure redefined. Success is failure repackaged. Success is failure rebranded. Success is equal to decorated failure. See that?
Yeah.
And so the point you made was very crucial, because it's sad that the educational system penalizes people for getting things wrong or for failing. Okay, so I'm sure we'll get to that later when we start talking. Probably not in today's show, but maybe later in the series we'll be talking about examinations and modes of assessment. Okay, so it's actually wrong for the education system to penalize students for getting a question wrong. There is a practice which was taking place, I think, at the elementary level or GHS level or so when we were there, we were growing up. I don't know if it's still in place today, where when you made a mistake or you got some question wrong, your teacher will have to make you go and redo it, and then you bring it and then they'll correct you. It's called correction. I don't know if it's still there today.
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Okay, but I think that system was not bad.
Yeah.
That you get something wrong, they will teach you the right thing and make you go and do it, and then you bring it as a correction, and the teacher will just go through that as correct and they'll write scene. You remember that kind of system?
Yeah, I remember.
Yes. Now that wasn't a bad system at all. Okay, but I don't know whether it's working at that level, and I don't think it's working at the tertiary level. Okay, where let's say if you fail in a particular course,
you don't even see your
you don't even see. Yeah. You see there's a problem with that.
You don't see it.
That you don't see your script.
Yeah.
And then of course there are a lot of students who even fail certain courses, not because they failed, but because their script were not marked. Or some people even got their script missing and then they failed and all of that. But you see, what is the goal of this whole examination? It's not supposed to be intimidating students or frustrating them or penalizing them. at the end of the day, you want them to have understanding. The ultimate goal of true education is understanding. They need to understand what they are learning. And so there should have been a system whereby even at the tertiary level, okay, when a student fails or trails in a particular course, they are made to resit it, and then the course instructor must actually help them to get the right answers. That, okay, you know, the first one you failed, but now this is how you're supposed to do it, and they will show you how to do it, and then you do it, and then they will mark it, and then maybe find an average, an arithmetic mean or something of the second one and the first one, and pass you. That system would have been better than what it is now, that there are students who fail certain papers. And you know, even when you want to register, they will penalize you, they will pay, they will ask you to pay.
Yeah, you pay.
And then they will tell you that, you know, you're going to use that money to refresh the instructors or the lecturers who are going to mark your script. What kind of a system is that?
So the more students fail, the more refreshment he gets.
Exactly. So that even makes the entire system suspicious, because it means that if you want to get more refreshment as a lecturer, fail more students.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it seems that some of them are very happy when
maybe.
you know, especially those in the mathematics department, like say Legon.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to mention the name of one professor. I hope he's not he's still alive or something like that. But there's a professor at the mathematics department that is a dread and a thorn in the flesh of many students for years. Okay, and this professor's only joy is that students will fail. Okay, so like they bring the results out, and then maybe in statistical terms, let's say 90% of the students fail the mathematics paper, then he's happy.
This sad.
Meanwhile, even the mathematics he's teaching them, the students cannot even use it anywhere. It's useless. They're just learning theory. You know? They can't apply it anywhere in the industry, but he's still failing them. Certain departments like chemistry department of Legon, look at their results.
Yeah.
When you go to chemistry department, look at their results. C, D, F, E, C, D, and the professors are happy. They are happy to tell you that, you know, as for chemistry department, it's very hard. You know,
you can't pass like that.
Normally, if you are 30, last year there were 36 students, only 6 graduated. They are happy.
Yeah.
That they accepted 36 students and failed 30 of them.
Yeah.
And graduated only 6. And the 6 they graduated, the best is second class lower. You won't get first class or second class upper. And they are happy. They will tell them, no, as for chemistry, it's difficult, so you can't get a first class.